ranking UFC commentators from worst to best. It may seem controversial, but the worst commentator to me is Joe Rogan. It just seems like he's not in his prime anymore. Like, he doesn't enjoy it as much as he used to, which is understandable. He's been doing it for a long time. But there's other issues than that. He seems to be extremely biased a lot of the time against certain fighters for whatever reason. He just loves jiu-jitsu fighters, literally more than anything. Like Rampage Jackson said, playing the trombone. Also, the second that one fighter throws a punch, all of a sudden he's gassing out. I swear that's like Joe Rogan's favorite thing. It's, oh, he's hurt, and oh, he's starting to get tired. Next up, I have Michael Bisping. I don't actually think he's bad at all. Actually, I think he's actually pretty funny. But the thing that holds him back for me is he's not the most analytical commentator, and oh my lord, does he ever have the most amount of bias for English fighters. As much as I love DC, I gotta put him here. He is like the nicest guy in the world, but unfortunately, I don't love his commentary. He would have been below Michael Bisping, but it's only really bad when he's commentating with Joe Rogan, because that's when his real inner bias really stands out, as well as his bias towards Dagestani fighters and just straight up wrestlers. I get it. Those guys are his teammates. He's trained them, whatever. But you don't need to be biased while you're commentating. You're doing a professional job where you need to remain neutral. And like Dominic Cruz says, it doesn't seem like he actually studies fighters as well. Now, I got Brennan Fitzgerald somewhere in the middle here. He's not bad. He's not great. He's kind of a little bit forgettable for the most part. But, like, he's not bad. I just wouldn't have him as my favorite. If you want an underrated commentator, I'm going to go with Laura Sanko here. She's very intelligent, very much understands the game, especially when it comes to the grappling. She's very smart and gives a lot of very good insight, but she also doesn't try to like push herself too much into situations where it's not really her turn to talk. She's not really trying to be the loudest voice in the room, and I appreciate that. Next up, I got Dominic Cruz. I like Dominic Cruz because he's brutally honest. He actually says what he's genuinely thinking. He's very analytical, but he also represents both fighters very well and studies their game to a T to give us, the fans, the best representation from what he understands about certain fighters' games. The only thing that holds him back, in my opinion, is he sometimes come across as a bit of a know-it-all. Like, it seems like he's trying to show you how much he knows all the time and trying to be the smartest guy in the room. But he's very analytical and very intelligent. Now, for number 2, I actually went with Paul Felder. This guy is extremely underrated as a commentator. I personally enjoy listening to his commentary because he doesn't seem to have any sort of extreme biases. He's not too analytical, but he's also not, like, unanalytical to the point where he doesn't even understand what he's talking about. He's very good all around. I'd say he's a very well-balanced commentator that doesn't tend to have extreme biases one way or the other. And for the best, you know I went with John Anik. Does he say weird stuff sometimes? Yes. Does it make me like him less? No. I think he's extremely entertaining, very well-rounded. He knows his place. He understands that he's not an expert when it comes to fights. But when the little bits of knowledge that he does have, he's willing to drop at times, and I respect it. John Anik is honestly just so great to watch.